Pokemon. You know it, you love it, probably. Well, for most of my life, I haven't really been a Pokemon fan. I mean, sure, I've got some of the Pokemon merch, but that's really as far as it goes. I've never bothered to pick up any of the Pokemon games. I've played a bit of the original Pokemon Blue on a Game Boy emulator. I played like maybe an hour or two of it and then just never touched it again. I also played a bit of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire on 3DS. Again, I played it for like an hour and never touched it again. I personally feel like I'm not giving these games like enough of a chance. Maybe it's because I've never put the time in. Maybe it's because I've never really paid attention to the story or the series. Maybe it's because I heard such bad things about some of the games and it put me off ever playing them. Now, one game I did play a lot was Pokemon Unite on the Nintendo Switch. I wouldn't say I was good at it, nowhere near, but it was fun. Again, I haven't played it for a while because games like that just get boring for me, in my opinion, after a while of playing them. I also used to play Pokemon Quest back in the day, got to about 3 worlds in and gave up. I don't like this game at all. I get the feeling that I never give Pokemon enough of a chance. Oh yeah, there was also Pokemon Cafe Remix. Yeah, this game is trash. Also, it can only be played in handheld mode, so yeah, apologies for the poor camera quality. I used to play the heck out of Pokemon Go. Admittedly, I never got very far because I don't use data when I go out to connect to the internet. Maybe if I was in Tesco's, I could connect to their really bad customer Wi-Fi to catch a few Pokemon. I still have the game on my phone, but I haven't touched it for over a year. Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket is actually a really fun game, and I played that a lot at launch. But I haven't played it for ages. I might go back to it in the near future. Oh, there was also Pokemon Friends, which was fun for like 5 minutes. I never played that game. So, although I haven't always been a huge Pokemon fan, there have been a few things recently that have caught my eye and I've actually been interested in picking them up. The first one is, you've probably guessed it, Pokemon Pokopia. Now, I've heard such good things about this game. It's been out like at time of recording like 2 days, maybe 3 days, actually 4 days. I can't count. Getting on for 5 days. Pokopia is like a fun, charming mix of like Animal Crossing and Minecraft. You blend them together and get Pokopia. It seems like a really chilled, relaxing game that I can see myself enjoying a lot. The other Pokemon thing that caught my eye was the new Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves trailer that they dropped a couple of weeks ago for the Pokemon Presents. For those who don't know what Pokemon Presents is, it's basically like a Nintendo Direct, but only for Pokemon. And they put it out every year on Pokemon's birthday, announcing like all the new Pokemon stuff that they're releasing and what new sprite will be added to Pokemon Cafe Remix. Yay! Just what I've always wanted. I don't watch the Pokemon Presents because it's usually nothing that interests me, but I do usually see posts on social media about it. If there's like a big announcement, I'll see it later on Instagram or YouTube. At the end of this year's presentation, they showed the trailer for Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves, which is the next gen of Pokemon. The trailer looks absolutely fantastic. The scenery and the atmosphere look really cool. You're on what I can only assume is a big island in the middle of the ocean. Certain parts of how the world look give off like Breath of the Wild vibes, which is really cool. And the new starters look absolutely incredible. Look at this guy. This is going to be everyone's main starter, right? Then, as the camera pans down towards the ocean, you then get a real look at just how good the water and the waves look in this new game. Game Freak have really outdone themselves with the look of this game, and I'm glad they've learned from past mistakes. The camera then dives into the ocean, giving you a look at the underwater Pokemon and what the seabed has to offer. Now, I'm not a huge fan of water levels, but even I thought this looked cool. This game trailer, tied with what I've seen from Pokopia, may have actually changed my views on Pokemon. I'm actually really considering picking up a copy of Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves when it releases in 2020. What? 2027! We have to wait until 2027 for this? To be honest, it looks like it's going to be worth the wait. And I really hope they give us what we pay for, because previous Pokemon games have not. No, not this one. This one was fine. But yeah, this one and these. Yeah, no. I never thought I'd see the day where I actually want to go and buy a Pokemon game. Yet here I am, contemplating picking up Winds and Waves next year, and Pokopia soon as well. Nintendo really seem to be delivering at the moment when it comes to Pokemon. Sadly, not so much with other franchises. Yeah, I just wanted to give you my thoughts on like Winds and Waves after seeing the trailer last week, because I thought it was really cool, and hopefully it's as good as I think it will be. But yeah, like, subscribe, check out the merch, all that stuff. Bye.